What up, Maddie? How you doing? Your boy just got out here. It's raining. It's gonna be raining all day, which is crazy because it went from frozen to straight rain. Now it's not as cold. We getting 60-degree weather today, and it's just raining. So I'm gonna do a little bit of catfishing. And I'm gonna do Dave Jones. Always good to see you, brother. I'm gonna do a little bit of catfishing, and I'm gonna use some minnows, try to get some crappie and some bass on. I might walk around a little bit. We ain't here for a long time, but we're here for a good time for sure. Like I said, it's raining like crazy. It's gonna be raining all day. We finally getting like some 60-degree weather and rain. Went from ice to the 60-degree weather. Tam, hell yeah, good to see you as well, babe. I thought I was gonna have a lot more cover, but then I'm remembering it's fucking wintertime. So all the leaves are dead on the tree, so there's no cover. Like it's completely naked over here to what it's usually how instead of how it usually is. First thing I'm gonna throw out is obviously some liver. Hey, this liver been with me for like 3 weeks, and the fact that only the top of it was really green was crazy. The longest lasting liver I ever had in my life. Oh, it's still frozen, Dave. I'm honestly lucky that this isn't frozen, because I think Trowline Joe went here like a few days ago and it was frozen. Literally lucky if this wasn't frozen. I'm gonna just throw 2 catfish rods out, and basically I'm just gonna be using minnows for real. I got 2 minnow rods and 2 catfish rods. But I think I'm gonna walk around with 1 minnow rod, and I'm gonna leave another minnow rod just sitting and floating around. We just got 1 catfish rod out with the liver on. This other one we got a little bit of some worm. We got some chicken. Freaking worms are thriving. This will be the last day I use this this liver and this chicken. Because this chicken's tender, bro. Some purple chicken, got the worm. Yeah, this chicken's real tender. I already got our 2 catfish rods out. Goodness. I wanted to have a crappie jig pole ready, but I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't as prepared to fish today as I am right now. I'm prepared now, but I was not prepared. I still got 3 rods I gotta fix. Like, they're not broken. I just gotta reset the line or reset the hook or make a leader for one. All right, got the minnow on. About to get that out as well. It's a little windy out today, but all the wind is pushing towards this way, so it's all pushing into this little divot right here. What up, Northern? How you doing, brother? So, Tris, how you doing? Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you just being in here with us and vibing. We got 2 catfish rods out. One with liver on it. Then we got another one that has worm and grape chicken on it. And then we got a bobber pole out right now. They got a minnow on it. I got one more bobber pole I'm gonna throw out with a minnow, but I'm probably gonna walk around with that one. I just want to wait a second because I just threw these poles out and see if I get any taps on this catfish rod before I start moving around. I don't want to miss no opportunity. They just freshly got out. I'm gonna give them a few minutes before I start walking around. It's raining like crazy out here right now. And y'all know me, I fucking hate wet hair. Like I said, I expected the trees to give me a little bit of cover, but I also got to remember it's wintertime, so there ain't a lot of trees with leaves. But the tackle shop dude was like, there's some people out today. They on boats, though. And I'm just like, damn, that's got to be even shittier. I need to get me a raincoat, chat. not as cold as it's been, so I'm expecting the fish to be moving around a lot more than how they usually are. When it's cold, they don't be moving, they just be sitting at the bottom. Yeah, I'm about to start moving around. Give me 3 more minutes right here, and I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna leave these posts here, obviously. I just want to move around with and throw these minnows that I have now. Hey Tam, appreciate you for the $1.99. W's in the chat for you. Get you an umbrella. Shoot, that would be nice. That would be nice. What story? Oh, Big Real, I didn't even see you came in. What the fuck? Chat stopped and then it moved. Damn, that sucks, Dave. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Man, plane crashes ain't no joke, man. Yoshi, how you doing, brother? Queen, how you doing? Said all the fish downstream. Shoot, that's why I'm about to move around. But at the same time, this isn't a stream. It's a pond. So anything's doable if they move enough or you throw it right in front of them. Slothy funny. Shoot, if the rod's twitching, my bell gonna let me know. What up, getting kicked by Bass? How you doing, brother? Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate it. Me and my boy Charline Joe definitely be out here. Usually where the water's at. Now we getting too much water today. It's a lot of rain. But hey, it's better than a frozen pond. If I'm going to do some frozen ponds, I'm going for some trout and some bass. We only experienced frozen ponds for 2 days, and those was 2 days I couldn't even really get out. I threw a bait cage out. While the water wasn't frozen. Then I came back and my bait cage got frozen in the water, and that was a shitty moment. Let me just tell you, it was kind of hard. I got a clip of me trying to get it out of the water too. I had to throw 5 or 6 rocks and break the ice and all kinds of stuff because the ice was thick. The ice was fucking thick. Yeah, getting kicked by bass. How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm about to go catch me some bass. I'm about to go walk around, throw some minnows around, and catch me some. I mean, I would like to catch a crappie, but I ain't gonna say I'm in the spot where I feel like the crappie's gonna be. I know where some crappie do be at, but I ain't even standing over there. Might as well say I'm stiff as a board just because of the rain. Even though there's no leaves on these trees, this is the best protection I got so far anywhere else around the pond because it's raining. And it ain't light raining, it's hard raining. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. What's she about to... All right. Let's go check out some bass, chat. I'm gonna walk around. Carp only, how you doing, brother? Man, this is gonna be a run back, but I want to catch a bass. I mean, I want to catch a catfish too, but I definitely want to catch a bass. Let's say. Hey, possibility to catch that crappie too, huh? Moving around how I'm about to move. Still a worm on here. Damn, this water's cold. Woo. That was a horrible hookup. Hopefully he don't fly off. Ooh. I'm gonna just slowly move down this shoreline in between these shrubs. Try to get some attention of some fish. What am I going for? I'm going for bass, possibly crappie, but I mean, I got catfish rods out too. I'm using minnows, liver, chicken, and worms. Appreciate you, Carp Only, man. I appreciate you for sure. Yeah, along this whole little shoreline right here is usually where we catch a lot of the catfish and the bass. On the other side over there, on that side, we usually catch a lot of crappie and bass. We bring catfish in over there too. We bring catfish in around all the spots over, but mainly we aim towards this area. That's why I didn't cast my catfish rods too far out in front of me over there. And they got bells on them. The further I get, the harder it's gonna be to hear a bell, but we definitely about to try to catch a few bass before I move back over there by that. I got one. I got two minnow rods for bass. Oh, I'm using one and the other one's sitting close to the catfish rods. Oh, now the wind's blowing a whole different direction. We under some crazy wind right now, but it's not too bad. Like, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. On the bright side, it looks like the rain's slowing down. There's no minnow on my pole. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best hookup anyway. Damn, wait a minute. I gotta dig my hand back in this cold ass water. Hold on. This was ice the other day, so the water's freezing. Said look cold out there. To be honest, it's in the 60s. Well, it's gonna reach the 60s until later on tonight. Then it's gonna hit the 20s. Like, this is the warmest weather we've had in Louisville, Kentucky in the last few weeks. It's been freezing. It's been freezing. Like I said, the water was frozen the other day. Like 2 days ago, or maybe even yesterday, it was frozen. But this rain definitely thawed it out. I was expecting to get into some ice fishing, but this week been kind of busy. I got a lot of stuff I got to do this week. Like, I'm gonna be in Tennessee. I'm gonna go to Tennessee on Friday, and I'm gonna be there Friday and Saturday. My kid got like cheerleading event that's happening, and then I'll be back in Louisville, Kentucky on Sundays. So most likely do some night fishing. Hopefully the water's not frozen by then. But like I said, it's been the warmest it's been in Kentucky today and throughout the week. That's why I was worried when it froze, but at the same time it also snowed. Like, you can have multiple weathers and fucking within a day apart or on the same damn day in Louisville, Kentucky. Like, as cold as it was, yeah, this is that peaceful weather. I damn near feel like it's summer. Besides the rain. Because we was out there in some cold weathers. Couldn't even step outside. Your hands would freeze. Like I said, I felt like it was warmer when there was snow on the ground than when there wasn't. All right, I'm going to move it down some and cast some more. I'm just trying to end up near this drainage pipe right here on this corner right here. This drainage pipe be having a lot of stuff come out of it because, you know, they be waiting right there for the bait to come out. So I'm going to give them what they want. I hope that liver's not scaring too many fish away. The liver wasn't the best liver. Let's just say that. It had green on top. So I threw out all the green liver and left the colorful, beautiful liver there. But usually when I use green liver, it's the start of some bad luck fishing. It's like how they say don't bring a banana on a boat. I don't fucking know why I brought a banana on the boat and I caught some fish, but they say it's bad luck. Straight to the drainage pipe, here we go. I've missed some monster fish right here that done came off more than one time. Now I'm saying it, I'm kind of thinking, damn, maybe I should have put out another pole. Not a button push, maybe my open face. He got some stronger line on it. This got 14-pound mono on it. But I ain't seen the line break. I've just seen them get off. Yeah, I heard that. William, how you doing, brother? No make any. How you doing, brother? Just another day in fishing paradise, my guy. Had to get out even though it's a little rainy and I fucking hate wet hair. Like I said, I don't know what my weekend's gonna be. It's kind of a busy weekend for me. I know I'm gonna fish on Sunday. Like I said, I'm gonna be in Tennessee in between Friday and Saturday. So maybe possibly I get like a few minutes to fish, catch something in Tennessee, but I can't promise that. Like I said, it's more business. It's not pleasure for me to go to Tennessee. I got stuff I gotta do. I got 2 catfish rods already sitting down there with some bells on them, and then I got another bobber pole with a minnow on it. I'm using minnows, worms, liver, and chicken. But I said I was gonna walk around a little bit with this pole and throw out my minnows and try to get some bass's attention. Hopefully we don't wait too long for that to happen. I'm just gonna keep casting up and down between these tree lines. I know the bass live right there. I know the bass be all through right here, really by this pipe. Oh, hog hunting? That sounds lit. Hell yeah, Dave. I'm damp as shit. I didn't mean a raincoat, brother. As an adult, that's the most unprepared thing I'm always unprepared for. Even if I know it's raining outside, I ain't gonna grab my umbrella that might be sitting by the door. I'm just gonna walk straight outside. I guess that has something to do with having a car. Like, you have a car, you don't just worry about the rain too much. You getting in and out, and you're not staying outside most of the time when it's raining. But I need me a raincoat. All right, how you doing, brother? We're out here trying to get some bass's attention with some minnows. What are you footing? About 2 feet. Fishing about 2 feet, chat. I mean, it's still wintertime, so, the fish could still be doing what the fish do and staying at the bottom. Like I said, the water was frozen like a day ago. But with this rain, I was just assuming, shit, maybe that moved up a little bit, swimming around, say, oh shit, it's a lot warmer than it was. But I ain't gonna lie, I had the thing that I got my minnows in, I didn't get them in a bucket, I got them in a cup. I had my bucket, so I poured the cup into the bucket, and then I scooped out some water out of here. That shit was freezing. I'm dreading losing minnows to stick my hand in that cold water. That's the coldest thing. Shit, I'm getting rained on, and that water is no joke. Damn, I thought the rain was chilling out, even though it's expected to rain on and off. That shit's sped right back up. It's gonna be a soggy Thursday. Hey, Tam, thank you for the 100. Said the whole week I've been on flash floods. We got something similar to that, but I think it was more of a wind advisory for us. Hey, what's the temperature like out there with the flash floods? Hell yeah, fishing and hog hunting, shit. The best of both worlds. Nah, not yet, Rodrigo. I'm getting to it, brother. I got some catfish rods out farther down my left side and another minnow pole with a bobber, and then I'm walking around with this minnow pole and casting. I'm trying to really aim towards this sewer pipe and throughout here. This is usually where I catch a lot of nice, decent sized bass. I'm gonna move again in a second. I'm just giving this spot some time, but not yet. So far, I feel like I only got one nudge, and it wasn't even right here. It was down more that way. I wish this rain would let up a little bit. This shit smacking my hands. Feel like getting smacked with a cold, wet towel. Fat Cat, what's up, brother? I don't know if my minnow's on. I might have just lost my minnow off that. I threw it and hit this tree over here. Hit this tree over here, so I had to yank it out of the tree a little bit. I mean, it came out, but I don't know if my minnow came out with it. Nah, my minnow's still on. Maybe I need to fish a little deeper. What the hell? John, what's up, brother? Well, Dave, hopefully you all right, man. Nice, nice. Hopefully, brother. We're working on it, John. We got some catfish rods out. They further down my left side, and then I'm just using minnows. I got liver, worms, chicken, and minnows. I'm walking around now. Like my catfish rods, like I said, they're further down my left side. I decided to walk around with one minnow rod. I'm just throwing it around, trying to get some bass's attention. We walk all the way around this, we're gonna be in the crappie zone. Hopefully get some crappie's attention. I should have actually went, nah, I went this way on purpose. I want to specifically target a bass. If I went the other way, I would have been in crappie zone and bass zone. I'm gonna end up over there. Dave's silly. Hell yeah, no, man, that sounds lit, man. What a better way to bond than fish? Is that an ER? I can't see if my fucking screen is wet. Spence, nah, not yet. We getting to it though, brother. We definitely got 4 rods out, so hopefully here soon. I just decided to walk around. My other 3 rods are sitting somewhere further down my left. I got some bells on them, so if anything shakes, we'll know. Yeah, Kyle, this is live. This is live. We using live minnows right now as well. Like I said, we got worms, liver, chicken, and minnows. We got grape chicken and we got strawberry chicken. We got minnows, we got worms, and we got liver, chicken liver. But I'm getting the usage out of my minnows. I'm walking around with one minnow pole. I got another minnow pole sitting next to my 2 catfish rods. They got those other baits on it. They're just farther down that way. Yeah, this is live, John. Your boy's definitely out here getting wet. Guess I ain't moving enough for y'all. Or my face ain't in the camera. Yeah, yeah. I got my chest mount on, I guess you say. But yeah, we live. Like I said, I'm about to walk around some more. I was just giving this a little more time before I left. My goal and purpose was to always get towards the sewer pipe and start casting around here, but I'm also talking and chit-chatting and moving around, so I don't know. And also, it's still wintertime, so the fish could still be just doing what they do and sitting at the bottom. What up, Chuck? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you, Spence, brother. Nah, Sloth, I'm not the cashier. I'm the other part of the Fish on Entertainment. I'm Hook Set Around. That boy was Troutline. The person that was the cashier was Troutline Joe. That's my boy. It's 2 of us on this channel. I'm definitely always live and fishing. I don't do IRLs. My boy does IRLs, but I fuck with that. I love the IRLs. My boy be getting it. He was hyped the other day. That boy was off that energy. Definitely, Kyle. Definitely, man. We just vibing right now, fishing. Says the water's shallow. Nah, it's pretty deep in this pond. It's pretty deep, man. I would say 5+ feet down on the sides. Shit, this pond's weird. Like, I would explain it as a funnel, like all around. Like if I step too close to the shoreline, I'm liable to slip in and keep going fucking down. It's straight. It's a straight shot down. I don't know where there's a shallow end on this pond, to be honest with you, because we haven't found that. My boy actually made a shore where he jumped in this pond, and he went disappeared. But I can't see no sides where it's not steep. Like you sliding in, you just continuously going down. I'm only fishing like 2 feet down though. Like I said, it's cold. I should probably fish down a lot deeper. I'm gonna walk over where these crappie are in a second. I'm gonna finish and walk all the way to the end of this tree line. I'm gonna cast by this tree for a little bit with the brown leaves, and then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go the other way. I don't think I'm gonna walk all the way around out in this open. I'm trying to stay as dry as possible, and really there ain't no damn leaves on any of these trees, so I ain't staying too dry. This rain's hitting pretty hard. Nah, Joe been on the verge of moving. He been packing the last few days. He got to the 31st before he has to leave. I said, that's kind of shitty, man. The apartment complex should know it's basically 2 holidays in this month. They should give him some more days than that. But I mean, he's working on it for sure. Said I should make it a little longer. Yeah, I will, man. I will. I've been speaking on it. I might as well. Damn, this grass be strong. And there go my minnow flying up in the air. He's a fucking bird now. We fishing for catfish and we fishing for bass and crappie. The catfish rods are already set up. I got 2 catfish rods out, and then I got 2 damn, this water's cold. Get out of here, Leaf. This is my second. I got 2 bobber poles, and both of them got minnows on it. Well, this one is getting a minnow on it. The other one's sitting over there by my catfish rods. It has a minnow on it. Let's move down. All right, we're going to have to finagle this, chat, so we don't hit any of these tree lines. I definitely need a poncho, man. I definitely need a poncho. Honestly, I was a little underprepared today, chat. Me and my wife are using the same car, and she goes in the office 3 or 4 days a week, so sometimes you never know when she's going to stay home or not. She chooses when she wants to stay home, and I did not know that today I was going to be out here fishing, but I'm going to take advantage of it in any opportunity I get. Like I said, this week is going to be a lot more busy for me. My daughter got cheer. She got a cheer competition that we're going to in Tennessee. So I'm leaving for Tennessee around 2 p.m. Friday morning, 2 p.m. Friday evening. And then I'm going to be in Tennessee from 2 p.m. till, well, when I arrive, till Saturday. And the competition on Saturday. Then I'm going to stay in Tennessee till Saturday, and then I'm going to come home Saturday as well. And then my daughter got something she got to do. Fucking rain is over clicking my my screen. She got 2 plays she got to do at 11 and 9 a.m. at our church. She's in a Christmas play. So my other daughter, so it's gonna be a busy week. So I gotta take advantage when I can fish. I might step out and try to fish when I'm out in Tennessee at least once. But like I said, it's more of a business thing and not a pleasure thing. So I don't know how our schedule's gonna be. Oh, yeah, I'm in Kentucky, Spencer. Sorry. Thank you, No Make, for telling them. Oh, you in Maryland? Lit. You be fishing in Maryland? Boy, this rain is hitting. Yeah, Dave, it's definitely coming down pretty good. I definitely can't hold an umbrella on. Shoot, I need one. I need one of them umbrella hats. Only thing I don't get about those is what you gonna do when the rain is going slanted and the wind is blowing it. Am I underneath a stick? I am. Yeah, this rain ain't been friendly. I'll tell y'all that much. I'm just glad to be out here chatting it up with y'all and vibing. Of course, the goal is to catch a fish, but you know, I got to enjoy standing out in the water, near the water, and fishing. Either way, chat, rain. Stop pushing buttons on my screen. Hey, then what's up? How you doing? Literally, the rain is pushing my screen. You won't be doing any fishing till spring? Yeah, it's probably freezing out in Baltimore, Maryland. Motherfucking rain. He said go sit in the car for a little while. Hey, like I said, we're using one car right now, and if I was using a second car, I'd still be on a schedule because I still have one more night. Tonight it's my Friday for work, so I'm a night shifter, no make, so I gotta get it in when I can. I'm at least gonna be out here for another 2 hours, and I don't think the rain's gonna let up anyways. If it's not raining, it's gonna be snowing. It's gonna choose one or the other. It ain't gonna be a sunny day. I'll tell you that much. Smoke break. Appreciate you, Gary. For carp, man, I should give it a go. Hopefully that's well. I don't hope it's raining on Sunday because the spot I'll be in on Sunday will probably not be good to get rained in. There's no cover out there. You just preparing to get drenched. I'm gonna have to go buy me a poncho. No open water. It's frozen, Dave. You did say it's frozen, didn't you? Yeah, that fucking rain, Northern. That fucking rain, bro. It's over touching my screen and shit. It's pushing buttons. The bass gotta be in the middle, chat. If they ain't out here on these sidelines. We ain't got no sideline bass. Well, fuck it. I'm about to walk the other way and target specifically in the crappie area and see if I get any attention. Usually when I do that, I try to target crappie on purpose, I catch bass. We about to do a walk, chat. Don't worry, there's no cover over either. Honestly, standing on this tree, this is the worst cover I've encountered today because I was standing under some shit that had no bushes and I wasn't getting this rain thrown. I'm getting drenched underneath this tree. Like, damn. It's like the tree is pouring all the water off of it and pouring it right on me. My screen is moving down, it's moving up, it's pushing shit. As long as it don't confirm nothing, we'd be all right. You know what's crazy, Spencer? I got a GoPro. I just don't like using it because I feel like my GoPro, the battery be dying too quick. But I do also have charger packs and stuff for that as well. I have the setups for it. I just don't use it. I 100% am gonna start using it more. I want to get me a second one. So there's my other 3 rods just sitting right there and vibing. Let me throw by this tree real quick. This is not where the crappie spot is. This is just where I'm gonna throw for a second. Yeah, those are my 2 catfish rods over there. They're just chilling and vibing. They got some bells on them, so if anything shake, we'll know for sure. Yeah, that's what we doing, Spencer. Plans move all around the pond. Ken Dog, what's up, my boy? What's it say? Gene Stain? I'm sorry, man. I have raindrops on y'all names and everything. Like I'm reading chat with a wet screen, and it would not be advised to even touch it. Paul Wolfering, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Yeah, honestly, no make. When I looked up the best GoPros that hold the best battery life, they were like the 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 12 and the 13 hold the best battery life, and I said, of course, it's the brand newest GoPros. All the other fucking GoPros that don't say have the best battery life. But I think I got a 9. Yeah, Paul, it's Ron. How you doing today, man? Is it raining or not? Yeah. Nah, it's like frozen. It's like frozen snow, unfrozen snow. That's what it is. We going for bass, catfish, and crappie. I have two catfish rods out. They got liver on them, and then the other one got chicken and worm on it, grape chicken and worm on it. Then I'm using minnows. I got one minnow pole out. It's sitting over there with a bobber, and then I'm walking around with this one on my chest mount. I have my tripod setting up over there because I started over there, but like I said, those poles got bells on them. So if anything happens, y'all be seeing me run with a wet phone. We gonna be running. Your boys out here soggy. Do I make catch and cook videos? I have made one off of a white perch, or if y'all want to call it also a drum. And I have plans to make more. I had plans to make last Sunday, but a lot of fucking shit happened last Sunday throughout that day. That I wanted to catch some bluegill and make some catch and cook, do some catch and cook videos on those. 'Cause I heard that they're some of the best tasting fish. But now my goal and mindset is set on bluegills and freaking crappie. What happened last Sunday was my I threw my bait cage out when the water was looking beautiful and bright and it was sunny outside. And then when I came to get it later on the night, my bait cage was frozen under the water. I had to take about 4 or 5 rocks, breaking different spots to free the rope, and then I had to break the beginning of where the rope was, and it was a struggle to get that bait cage out of the water. And then my bait cage was frozen, so I couldn't even close the bait cage down afterwards. I just set that damn thing in my backyard. Ironically, my bait cage is out right now in the day because the water is free and moving. But I got it out because I got some videos and shorts that I'm gonna make. But if I catch some bluegills, those will be what I'll make the catch and cook with. But yeah, my bait cage froze in the water. Oh great, a leaf. We sitting right on the bottom. Yeah, yeah, it's raining, brother. It's raining. I appreciate it, Spencer. Yeah, I got one. My first ever one. I definitely got plans to make a few more. I wanna fry up every fish in Louisville, Kentucky if possible. I ain't gonna fry up no gar. I ain't gonna fry up no paddlefish. But some catfish, some crappie, and some bass. Those are my next three that I'm going for. I'm trying to catch a specific size catfish. Usually overcatch it, and it be too big. I'm not trying to cook nothing. I'm trying to go for a 2 pound, 2 pounder catfish. Now the crappie and the bass, it doesn't matter. I just want a specific amount of bluegill. I don't want to fry up no bass. I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I don't want to fry up no bass. Man, I should have put my tackle bag in the car. I bet that shit is drenched. Oh damn! I hope this shit ain't no quicksand when I walk across it. I want to fish deeper now that I'm over here. Yeah, I heard that, kid dog. Well, if you're talking to me, Charline Joe was talking about it yesterday. He was like, he ran into another pond. It was actually across the street. He seen a turtle that was like halfway frozen in there, and then the turtle swimed off. You said I'm muted? Can y'all hear me now? I didn't know I was muted. I didn't even push the mute button. That's fucking weird. Can y'all hear me? Alright, thank you, Ken Dog. Well, I don't know where I left off at, but Ken Dog, I said to your comment about there's a pond. I don't know if you were talking to me or someone else in chat, but you were talking about there's a pond. If you were talking about across the way, Charlon Joe did say he found a pond yesterday that was actually across the street over there in between some houses, and he said something along the lines, he seen like a giant turtle or something he thought was frozen, but then it started moving. I was like, damn, that's our first turtle sighting in months. Well, in a month and a half. We ain't seen a turtle in a minute. The boys is trying to thaw out and come out. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, he was telling me about it. Damn, I wasn't getting hit by wind on the other side. I'm getting tagged by this wind right after I just got rained on. But you know what? The rain just technically stopped a little bit, or it didn't stop. But you know, it's not hitting hard as it was. But it'll probably pick back up here in a minute. I can see the sun out over there. You know, it'd be nice for it to shine down and heat us up a little bit. But that boy's on vacation right now. I'm actually trying to fish a little deeper since I'm over here. I really should have read through my catfish rods since I walked past them. They've been sitting there for a minute. All right, Win, chill out. We're already getting the rain. We don't need you to. You said cast to the right. I'll do that on my next cast. I'm calling some big bass underneath that tree that's sitting right there in the water. This is just where I usually catch like the crappie and stuff. I don't know what it is right here. It's just one of those areas, but also pulling bass and stuff right here too. There's some spots that I marked in my mind mentally that they don't disappoint too much around this pond. But at the same time, weather change and temperature, the fish swim deeper. I don't know where the deep holes are at, but believe it or not, there's 16-pound channel, 16-pound flatheads in here. There's 10-pound channel cats in here and up. Like, there's some decent sized fish in this pond. We know we done pulled them out. We done put them in. Just gotta get their attention. At this point, I should just. We tend to cast our catfish rods all the ways in the same area though, so I don't really move them that much. But I've also got caught catfish all around in this whole little loop right here. Up aside this tree line and everything, and then right in front of it. Really right in front of that tree line, the catfish be. But again, it's cold, so you can't predict what the fish are doing. Dang, Ken Dog, y'all flooded too? Someone else was talking about they've been flooded. I think it was No Make. He was talking about that they've been flooded. They've been in flash flood warning for a while. My 3K giveaway. The person that won was actually thunderstruck, and we were waiting to send his stuff until some stickers arrived. But the stickers actually arrived. They arrived today. The stickers literally arrived today. There was a delay on the stickers. There was dead ass a delay on them. Actually, I got one of the stickers. There was a delay on the stickers. Like it arrived. The stickers made it to Indiana, and I was supposed to get them on the 13th. But then after they arrived on the 13th in Indiana, they sent out a delay warning, and it was just a long wait time on it. But I actually got literally in the mail today. Yeah, we got one in the mail today. This is our sticker. One of our sticker versions. We have other sticker versions, but this is the one that we're waiting for the longest to come. They're bigger, and they stick on cars, windows, everything. Like they're meant to be protected by weather and all that. There's some great ass stickers. They got me and Charlotte Joe spinning on the catfish. We got a meme, not a meme. We got a short with this exact attachment. You can find us where the water's at. All of that. Yeah, we got them today. They just arrived. I sent told Charlotte Joe about it and everything. Yeah, the two rods thunderstruck on them. Real TX fishing. How you doing? Outdoors with Skeeter. Skeeter, what's up, brother? You need one on your kayak? Hell yeah, man. We got a lot of them. I love to send them out to y'all. Yeah, we just got them today, man. It took a minute. I will recommend that spot. Yoshi actually told me about the spot. Bay Fishing Yoshi. He makes his own stickers and shirts and all of that. Y'all need to go check him out. Bay Fishing. He makes a lot of stuff, but he recommended the sticker place that we tried, and honestly, I'm baffled by it. I love the stickers. They came out amazing. They came out amazing, to be honest. But yeah, we got them today. Like I said, they're supposed to arrive on the 13th, and we just got them today. There was a fucking delay. I don't know what the delay was because it snowed, and then the snow was gone. The streets were cleared, but I mean, we finally got them, so I ain't gonna complain about it. As long as we got them. Yeah, they came out amazing, y'all. You said I sound muffled again? Can you hear me? The boy's about to start casting out. The boy's about to start casting out in the middle. It's probably that rain doing it to me, man. I don't know. I'll start over and reset. So it sounds good. All right. Oh, when I casted this in, okay, it came off. My minnow was set on top of my bobber. Yeah, the wind's blowing right towards me where I'm sitting now. Like I was sitting on that side, and I wasn't getting. The wind was pushing all the way into this spot right here, but now it's blowing right at me. So my bobber's gonna be getting pushed up on the shoreline. I'm probably about to start casting in the middle. I just don't know how deep to fish in the middle. Because like I said, we've kayaked here and everything, and it's fucking deep. It's fucking deep, chat. Appreciate y'all letting me know. Damn, this combo. Freaking rain, wind, rain, wind. Got your boy over a little cold. I wouldn't be shocked if my boy Trylon Joe showed up. Y'all know we right by his house. Down the street. Down the street. This is his pond. Y'all see my pond on Sunday nights. Hopefully we caught some some bluegills in this freaking in this trap we got sitting out at this creek when I go check it later on, because that'll be fucking great. We do some catch and cook on them and all that. Like I said, I'm using them for something else. I'm making this video, and I wanted to bring. I caught some fish. Like I said, I threw my cage out on last Sunday, and my cage was fine and dandy until I came back to try to get it, and it was frozen in the water, and it was really tough to get it out of the water. It was a struggle. Not only was that an issue, then I got some just do it yourself jig baits and stuff like that, some minnows, some crabs and stuff like that, and I had almost all the stuff, but I was missing a few things. I was missing like the mask. I was missing the clamps. So I tried to do it without those things, and ended up the stuff leaked out, and they all leaked out into the last one, and it only filled it up halfway. I mean, the baits came out. They just didn't come out. They didn't come out right. They came out deformed. I got that on video too. I actually made a video of that, but I'm not gonna post that video. I'm just gonna redo and retry. I gotta get a few more things. I'm just ready for this Christmas hump to be over with, so I can get what I get from that, and then move on in progress. Tommy, how you doing? Hopefully, man. I want to catch a big one I want to catch a big bass, and I also want to catch I'm about to move actually. I'm gonna cast one more time on this right side. I want to catch a big bass, and I also want to catch, a catfish. I've been craving a catfish since I'm so spoiled with catching them, and then out of nowhere it got cold and it's been real slow. The only catfish I've been catching is bullheads, but the bullheads even been a little smart. It probably won't be too smart on Sunday, because it's not gonna be as cold as it has been. It's gonna be in the 40s and the 50s on Sunday. So hopefully we lock on to some big catfish on Sunday. Cast over here this last time, and then I'm gonna just move down. I do got my catfish rods out. They over there sitting at me, staring at me. Honestly, if the bell went off right now, that would be a fucking run, chat. We need a bridge or a fucking wooden plank to get us all the way across, so we don't have to just do this whole long wraparound. On the bright side, the rain stopped for a minute, so let's just take that in and enjoy that. Rain was turning my phone screen and everything. Yeah, it is a slip bobber. Go deep with it. I'm gonna lower it down some more. There's not no specific depth I'm looking for, but I am trying to get down there. Where are we at? We honestly pretty deep, but I'm gonna go a little deeper. It's a crazy comment. Shoot, smack a fish right on their head. I'm gonna throw it out here one more time since I lowered it. Whoa. My minnow's gone. I think I casted it, and when I casted it, my damn slip got caught on my eye hole and stopped the momentum of my pole cast. I'm doing great, brother. I'm out by the water. I can never complain when I'm out fishing. Now the challenge, catching a fish today. They're playing pretty hard to get. But it is still winter, so finding them wasn't meant to be easy. There's a lot of reasons why winter fishing kills itself. Like, supposedly it's the season of depression. Fucking the fish go sit in the middle of the water. It be too cold. The weather be mood swingy. There's a lot of reasons fishing in the cold don't seem to be fun, but at the same time, you can make it fun. Because I love to go ice fishing. Like I said, we've only experienced ice at Louisville, Kentucky once. Once. Oh my gosh, I think it got tangled in the fucking bobber. Yeah, we only experienced ice fishing one time. Well, not ice fishing one time, the ice opportunity one time, and it was on some days we were busy. Like, it was a day, and then it was gone the next day. But it snowed here at least once or twice a week. We didn't get no snow this week. The snow's pretty much wrapped up for this week. So we'll be expecting snow next week. It's just supposed to be rainy and cold the rest of this week, but really it's the warmest it's been because it's gonna be in the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s with a strong breeze. This weather's definitely a trip this year. 76, man, that sounds fucking amazing. What do I do to have some warm weather? Whoa, never mind. I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna reiterate that. I would enjoy some warm weather, not what I'll do. What time is it in Kentucky? It's 2:50 p.m. Yeah, Dave Jones is on it. So it must be by the slow, middle of the day. I don't know. That sounds like a superstitious thing. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've caught fish at all times of the day. Sometimes they pick up and then it slow down. Sometimes you just don't catch them at all. I was not supposed to cast again. I'm supposed to leave. But when I cast it, did it do it again? It fucking did. My minnow's literally at the tip of my bomber. Hey, it's gonna be tough to cast when you fishing this deep. Look at my minnow. Oh, he just came off. Maybe cast it a different one. Cast it lighter. All right, that'd be better. Let it come in. Once it's come in, I'm gonna move down that way. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, Texas, but I mean, at the same time, you get so much cold weather in life, you definitely won't enjoy it as much as I don't. I hate the cold. Now, don't get me wrong, we've only got to attempt and live the ice fishing life one time, and it wasn't like we was walking on the ice. We attempted to walk on the ice. Ice wasn't thick enough for us to walk on it, but it was thick enough for us to put a hole in it and get our poles in it and pull out some rainbow trout and some bass. And that was last year. This year we wanted to do that, but we haven't even got like I said, we haven't got the chance for the ice to actually be tough. Like, the ice was thick a day or so ago, but it was only there for that day and then the next day of that day. And we were busy throughout those 2 days. Like, my boy came out here to fish, expecting not to see ice, and that was fucking ice. Facts, Skin Dog. What they doing? They down there having a meet and greet. They need to meet and greet on this pole. Definitely. Hey, my boy done caught some catfish on some minnows. I'm definitely about to move. I swear I thought I heard my bell actually go off over there. That's why I got quiet for a second. I guarantee that pole, that other bobber pole that has the minnow on it, don't have the minnow on it no more. I guarantee it. When I go check it in a little bit, it ain't gonna have that minnow on there. That shit's gonna be gone. I walked away way too far away from that pole. I'm just glad it didn't get like dragged in the water or nothing. Because it's not leaning up against nothing. It's just sitting there on the ground. Shit is fucking deep. There's no ground level to that. Oh my gosh. I bet the fish can see me too. There's a big ass tree that's sitting in the ground right here. It sits right here. That's why the crappie be sitting there. You know, they say crappie are attracted to rocks. There's no rock spot in this pond that we know about. But there is a bunch of tree branches and stuff they sit around and mingle around. I'm just looking for that bite, chat. The moment I get that bite, we really gonna be on to something. The bites be really aggressive here. I knew this tree branch was trying to touch me. Bro, get off. I'm talking about that tree. Hopefully I'm not tangled on it. Damn, 105, 108. I ain't gonna say we haven't been there in Kentucky. It just, that shit don't be happening like it. Now that weather would suck. At least you know the fish is gonna do one thing. They gonna be sitting in some shade. What up, Fisher Tito? How you doing, brother? How do I hook my bait fish? It depends on the fish. But with my minnows, I hook them in the back of their tail. With the bluegills, I kind of do the same thing. I've tried to hook them in the under their jawline and stuff like that. But most time I do that, and I feel like it's a perfect hook set. I throw that shit and that fish fly. Also with the bluegills, I hook them at the top of their backs as well. You know, but mostly I hook most of my baits in their tail. I also hook them bluegills one more spot. I hook them in there. I hook them through their nose. But that's the only other spot I hook them through. Bigger fish, stuff like that. I do different type of hookups, but those are the three hookups I mainly do for them. I don't do the jawline hookup, none of that, because that should be coming out. And I use circle hooks, J hooks, and treble hooks. But I only use treble hooks on one pole, my liver pole, for my catfish. My other my other catfish rods usually have circle hooks on them. I use J hooks for any bobber pole, stuff like that. I'm gonna put a worm on there. I'm gonna put a minnow on there. I'm gonna put a cricket on there. I'm gonna put some other stuff on there. a mealworm or something. I'm not gonna put nothing too crazy on there. I'm not gonna put like no chicken or nothing on there. I'm not essentially ever gonna go for a catfish with a bobber pole unless I'm using like my 9 foot rod that has a bobber on it. But that's the only big rod I have a bobber on it. All the other bobber poles are like light poles. No, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, Mike. Um, it really just depends. It really just depends, no, mate. Like, I'm fishing close to the sides because, yeah, we do tend to catch them close by, but I mean, that's because we don't know how deep the water is out in the middle to throw out that far. Also, a lot of bass and stuff sit on the sidelines, and also it depends what pond we at. Like, if I'm on a kayak, I'm not throwing it close to the shoreline, but at the same time, that's what people do when they on a boat. They throw near the shoreline. We we throw out far for all of our catfish rods and stuff like that. You're not gonna see me throw my catfish rod on the side, but yeah, for the most part, yeah. Also, like I said, it depends on where you're fishing at. I should have put, I should have just put a worm on the liver pole and threw that out. Worms been hitting a lot in the cove, and you know I use nitro worms, them green worms that ooze that green stuff. It's like putting coffee chicken in the water. They sense that shit and they smell. They go straight for it. Said through the nose is how you do it. Yeah, I've done that a few times. It's efficient. I ain't never caught a fish off of it, but I've caught more fish off of hooking them in the back of the tail than anything. Most of the time I'm doing through the nose. It's not live bait. Like it's cut bait if I'm putting it through the nose. I'm about to start walking some more. Rather go down this way. You know, make right now it's a challenge trying to find them, bro. But yeah, we do be fishing with like bobbers and stuff. We fish close to the shoreline and throw out. Most of the time that shit gonna come in with the wind. All right, I'm about to move, Kendall. Yeah, that I feel that. I just feel like they can see me because I'm wearing this big ass light blue coat, this Chargers jacket. I mean, try to match the sky, but I don't know. The water just that perfect color of bright. They can see my eyes. How do you be invisible to a fish? The only way you can be is to cast out far. Damn, y'all, this is the longest I haven't rained. Look at that free bobber right there. Gotta go find that honey hole. I tell you what, Spencer, this is not my honey hole. If I'm gonna do a honey hole, I'm gonna go to a creek. That's a fucking honey hole going to a creek. Now, the last creek I went to, that's low key. That's my honey hole creek, but um, usually it got a lot more fish. But I gotta keep telling y'all, it's winter time. So finding them fish that usually be in them spots is a lot harder than it usually is. Like I guarantee y'all, when it gets warm out and it starts hitting like getting through January through February, and then it gets to the warmer weather climates, y'all gonna see our poles is getting hit more than they are now. But I mean, shit, that's just the challenge of fishing when it's cold. The possibility of you not catching a fish or you not getting as many bites as you used to, but I would never stop fishing. I don't care if I went 10 days straight getting skunked. Fishing's fishing's more just fun for me to be outside in nature. Shit, if I wasn't fishing, I'd be at home playing the game, and I'm gonna do that 90% of the time on the weekend when it's dark outside. Cause I be playing the game when it's dark more than when it's day. When it's day, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get my kids out. We trying to be outside. We trying to do stuff. My two fun things to do is play the game or go fishing. The camera with y'all and your vibing with y'all is just a plus. I fucking love it. You meet new people. You get to talk. You learn stuff. Everybody's helpful. You know, it's a vibe. Roman, how you doing, brother? It'd be like that, Spencer. The last time I fished genuinely um, was last week as well. We are a streaming channel that fishes 4 or 5 times a week, and that was the energy we were on. But I was also stepping out a lot at first, but then I lost my car, and now me and my wife's down to one car, and that slowed down my fishing motivation a little more. So you see me a lot less, but but we still be fishing when we can. I still have a scheduled day where I guarantee fishing. That's Sunday night, and then I try to fish 2 or 3 times throughout the week. But like I said, with us just having one car, it's kind of hard to be traveling a lot. But my boy Trylon Joe, he gets out. But I guarantee I'm always gonna do a Sunday night stream. My boy Trylon Joe is always gonna guarantee do a Tuesday night stream. If I miss a Sunday night stream, it's gotta be I'm really sick or the weather's too fucking horrible to even maintain. Like last Sunday, it was -8 outside. It was -8 outside. That's why my bait cage froze in the water when I threw it out. I was scheduled to do a catch and cook on some bluegill and also possibly do my custom make my own baits. Both of those things backfired on me. It was a hard Sunday, and my dog climbed on top of my stove and ate the dinner that my wife cooked for me. She cooked it for all of us and everybody ate, but I didn't eat when everyone else ate. I went to sleep and woke up ready to eat dinner, and my dog had already enjoyed it and went back in the room. She was in trouble. She did me dirty. No, Mike, I'm gonna check that out, man. I'm always trying to learn stuff. I'll be at work all night learning stuff, looking stuff up, making sure it's doing lives and stuff like that. I'm gonna look that up, bro. Hold on. What is this water patch right here? Is this like frozen ice in the water right here? You think some fish are sitting under this? I don't know if it's ice. It'd be weird that that's the only ice in the whole water, but at the same time, it was frozen like a day or so ago. She's just fucking big. She climbed on top. She does it all the fucking time. Like pet peeve of mine is making sure my dog is up when my kids and everyone is eating and when food has been cooked. Cause she'll sneak out of the room because you know the laundry room is connected to the kitchen, so she'll come out of the laundry room and she'll climb on the stove and get food, and then she'll like she ate like 3 burgers and then she left 2 on the stove. but they were all in a skillet, and she like fucking she licked that skillet on one whole half clean. So the burgers were pretty much garbage after that. I threw the bitches away. I wasn't gonna eat them. I don't care about that. Dog's mouths are cleaner than a human shit. Nah, fuck that. She won. She was definitely in trouble for 2 days though. She's a coonhound. One of them hunting dogs. She's black and white. Her name is Stella. She did me dirty, man. Let's just say it was not the best Sunday. The bait cage was frozen. That shit was hard to get out. The baits didn't come out how I wanted to, and my dog ate my dinner. I was an angry dad last Sunday. Let's just say that. The whole house knew it. I was definitely pissed. I had made a post and everything telling you I was gonna do a catch and cook. And when I finally did get my bait cage out the water, that shit was stiff as a board. I couldn't even break it down. I just threw that bitch in the backyard. My hands was cold as shit because, like I said, it was -8 outside. Then I tried to do the baits. That first off, there was a time limit on the baits. So, and then when I finally did check on them, they did not come out how I wanted to. And then all of that for the dog. It was an irritating Sunday. I appreciate it, Spencer. I really do, man. I plan to make more of them. I guarantee you, I am. There's a lot of fish I want to do that on, and continuously do that on because, like I said, I plan to do a lot of saltwater fishing next year after June. A lot of saltwater fishing. So, with that being said, I want to be able to. That was a horrible cast. I'm about to walk over there. I want to be able to do some catch and cook on as many freshwater fish as I can, and then go from there to start doing saltwater. Try to try to experience all the fish. Like so far, I've eaten catfish, I've eaten trout, I've eaten cod, I've eaten salmon, I've eaten all those fish. I've eaten grouper, I've eaten shark, I've eaten alligator. I was talking to somebody. I've eaten deer. I was talking to somebody about rabbit the other day. They was like, rabbit is the most tenderest meat to eat. And I was like, damn, I've never ate no rabbit. Then I asked him, was squirrel tender meat? Because he said the reason rabbit meat is so tender is they eat healthy and they're smaller. And I was like, well, wouldn't a squirrel be tender? They said I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be, but a squirrel don't have enough meat for me to really tell you if it's tender or not. I've never eaten squirrel. I've never eaten rabbit. I definitely butchered that drum. I butchered this. Hey, it tasted good though, Dave. It was some good drum. Which is crazy because we caught that out the Ohio River, and now they have a rule on the Ohio River for safety. They say you only allowed to eat half of a side of a fish from the Ohio River, one per month. Like, so you're supposed to fillet a fish, fillet half a fish, eat that half, and then you're not supposed to eat that other half of that fish for a whole month before you can eat the rest of it. And I'm like, bro, if that's the case, I'm not eating fish from the Ohio River. What the fuck? You gotta wait a whole month to eat the other half? That shit ain't even gonna be good by the time. I don't care if you fucking freeze it. Like literally, now that's a rule now. That's how toxic the water is. They like, nah, your boy better not fall. Hey, Chad, we fall in this water. Y'all gonna see me turn around and walk to my car. We leaving. This tree didn't used to be here like this. What the fuck? Whoa. I said I wouldn't end up over here, but that was when it was raining. Now it's a different story, and we've already been walking around. We gonna just keep moving. Yeah, if my catfish rods went off right now, y'all could say them as good as gone. unless the pole is bending and he hooks at himself. That's a fucking run, Chad. We gonna have to get all the way over there. Yeah, that's a no-go for me. Said you gotta pressure cook squirrels. Said fried squirrel is good. Would you say squirrel's better than rabbit if y'all had rabbit? Like it's what did he say? Did he say it's a healthier, or he said it's leaner, or he said it's better or fresh? He said it's fresher. I don't know, cause I was like, damn, is deer meat not fresh? I heard that's like the healthiest one of them healthy meats you can eat, like compared to like cow stuff like that. But he's also the dude that said that he's also Muslim, so they don't eat like pork and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, you can't cook a pig good enough. And he's like, nah, the meat is always gonna be really tainted and toxic. You can't cook a pig good enough. What's up, real Texan fishing? What's up? What are you WTFing? And I miss my Whopper Flopper. I need to get me some 10-pound braid, chat. I need to get me some 10-pound braid, and I need to get my Lew's rod back out. I need to put some 10-pound braid on there and start casting out around with some jigs and some lures and stuff. I've tried soft plastic worms. I've tried different versions of them, but really, the only thing I've really ever got a decent or a bite off of with the worms is a Ned rig. How you doing, Jessica? Yeah, we be fishing, Jessica. How you doing, though? Oh, really, no make? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, dude? The Carmen dude, that's literally my fucking name. Like, that's my real life name. That name that you have right there, that's my real name. That is literally my real name. I only see like I only got like one or two. Nope, I got one person that has that same name in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's my dad. I'm a junior. That's my real name, bro. Said it tastes like chicken. Damn, they say everything tastes like chicken. When people started saying crab tastes like chicken, I said something's wrong with you. Your taste buds is fucked up. COVID had your taste buds fucked up. Squirrel tastes like chicken. I believe you, brother. Oh hell no, the rain's starting back. Who invited that damn thing to the cookout? My shit is knotted. Yeah, the Ohio River is toxic. Hell yeah, you can't eat. They say you can only eat one half of that fish. One half of that fish per month. The water's that toxic. I said, oh, what the fuck? I'm not eating shit out of there. There's some ponds and stuff like that. No, the first part of your name, bro. That's my name. I'm Hooksetter Ron. You know, the Ron is the end of my name, but that first part, that's my name. That's my real life first name. It's really rare to see that. ripping lips. Junior, we trying to, man. We done walked all around this pond. We got 2 catfish rods out over there and a minnow pole on a bobber over there. And then we've been walking around with this bobber pole trying to get some bites. We done moved the slip bobber up and down. We done went from 2 feet to 3 feet to 5 feet. We fishing 5 feet deep right now. Still not fucking getting no attention. I think they all sitting in the middle, but you know, the only way I'm gonna really know that is if I go home and get my kayak, and I ain't gonna have time to do all that. I gotta go pick my daughter up from school within an hour. High expectations. You know, another crazy day in Louisville, Kentucky, brother. I can't complain. I'm out here in the rain. But you know what? Our motto is we be where the water's at, so I take all water opportunity. I enjoy fishing and I love it. And I just love bringing y'all with me as well. How you doing today? No, I don't have 2 R's. It's just 1. Like how you got to spell is exactly how you spell it. Well, in your name on your your ad, not that with the 2 R's though. What am I trying to avoid this knot? Honestly, Chad, I don't even know how this minnow's still alive. He can't be alive. That boy done been walking around with me, traveling with me. Yeah, that boy's goose is cooked. He ain't in the water doing nothing but floating around. That boy cut bait. How y'all doing? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I appreciate the sub, man. There's 2 people on this channel. It's me. I'm Hookside Ron, and it's my boy Charline Joe. You're going to see both of us. We got shorts, lives, videos, all of that. Where the freak? Did he jump back in the water? He did. Man. What the? How the hell? I stuck him in his tail and he flew out. He jumped off. Give that same energy, brother. Oh, that was temporary rain, Chad. It didn't stay. Oh, lit. I don't have really a storyline on my name. I'm just a junior. I don't know where my dad got it from. Hell yeah, high expectations. Hopefully we get to tune in and watch you go live. You be fishing? What you be doing on your channel? What is your channel about? You good, real Texan, brother. I appreciate you being here and vibing with us and chilling, man. Always. Dragon, what's up, brother? Are you fishing? Hell yeah, man. From one fisherman to another, good luck, man. We definitely gonna be in there watching. Like I said, we're a 2-person channel, so if I'm not in there watching, my boy Charlon Joe will be in there watching. We'll let you know which one it is, for sure. I always introduce and chat. I say howdy when I come in. My boy Charlon Joe's, I don't know what he says, but I say howdy. It's like my trademark of how I introduce myself on Fish on Entertainment when I come in. I did not want my barber to sit here. There was actually a lot of grass here at first. I'm glad the winter done like motherfucker. The winter done killed out the grass. We needed that to happen. I don't know if I care if this is on here, but I don't want this on here. Stay shiny, my friend. We were fishing super low. Yeah, I'm gonna give me some 10-pound line this week. For sure. Hey, High Expectation. Thank you for the 100 done, brother. W's in the chat for High Expectation. Hell yeah, we're gonna check it out, High Expectation. That's short. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Theron, brother. You ain't never lied. Thank you, No Make. I'm gonna check it out, man. That really helps out. Here comes that rain. Here comes that freaking rain. Like, makes it a lot easier to check it out, No Make. I appreciate you. High Expectations, my boy. Appreciate you for the 100 duns, man. You know what's crazy? I said I wouldn't walk over here because I was standing in the tree lines and a little bit of protection from the rain was going. But then I said, oh, it hasn't rained in a while. Let's walk over here. As soon as I get out in this wide open spot in the one tree that's by me, it starts raining again. We back walking this rain. Whoa. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Real Texas Fishing, brother. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, brother. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. The boy's over here shivering. W's in the chat for real. W's in the chat for High Expectations. Appreciate both of y'all. Woo! My boy got himself a membership. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We out in the cold. It's raining like a mug. Goodness gracious. You know, I be forgetting about the rain, and then it reminds me that it's raining. Yes, sir. Dang, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Hey, it's another fish fact I'm learning. Like I said, you learn so much from people. Now, I am using a J-hook because I'm using minnows, but I do have 2 catfish rods out over there and then another J-hook rod. But my catfish rods, I got one catfish rod has circle hooks on it. They're like 4-aught, and then what the fuck? We locked in, guys. It's my first bobber movement damn near all day. First bobber movement and first bobber snag, huh? How we snagged, I'll never know. I can only assume something pulled it or it just happened to go underneath that. Am I using chicken liver? Yeah, on one of my catfish rods, I have a single hook. It's a treble hook, and I'm using chicken liver. Then on my second rod, I'm using a drop shot setup where it's two different circle hooks, and then a weight. And then the top hook has a nitro worm on it, and then the bottom hook has grape chicken on it. And both of those two rods are out. Then I have a bobber rod that's sitting next to them as well, and it has a minnow on it. And I'm just utilizing my minnows. When I usually buy minnows, I kind of spam them because those are the only bait I'm not going to take home with me. I'm going to have to free it back to the water. And nothing is worse than putting your bait in the water and not getting nothing out of it. Damn, I'm not actually prepared to do some resetting. Cool. Maybe we didn't get edged. Maybe we just hit a tree and then it just spent around and got me hype. And here we are. So yeah, but at least you give the bait back to nature. If only nature gave me my money back for the bait. Now, if I was casting that, I'd be like, yeah. But I ain't even casting that to get that bait. That was a purchase. Look at the tree. Look at the fucking tree I'm picking up. You can see it in the water. It's this fucking tree right here. Oh, just moved someone's home out the water. New terrain. Bruh. Hey, that 14-pound line don't fail, chat. 14-pound line, 14-pound mono, and 40-pound leader. We set for big fish. No breakage. Yeah, y'all just seen me move that whole log out the water to get my pole back. Nothing broke. Man, I can't see your name because it's damn raining and I don't want to touch the screen. What up, doggin'? Yeah, we just moved somebody's whole house. Someone was living there that log. They ain't living there no more. Gosh, this rain is smacking me. That shit ain't giving me no opportunity. The rain's blowing exactly this way. That's what it is. I guess. I mean, I wasn't gonna jump in this water if that's what you mean it for that. We just gonna have to reset. I was honestly going if this pole snapped, like the line snapped, I was not gonna even fix it. I was gonna fucking put this pole in the car, and I was gonna go get that other bobber pole. The only thing with that other bobber pole is I don't have a weight on it. I put the bobber on, I put the minnow on, and I let him swim. That way his ass be swimming to the top of the water and then just going back down, swimming to the top of the water and going back down. I don't know what it is about that setup, but I've caught some crazy size bass off of just that because there's no weight on it. It's a weightless pole bobber. Just the fish, he's kind of just pinned there. It's like when you do the drop shot rig and you put live bait on it. But one drop shot hook when you do that drop shot rig. I don't know what that rig specifically called with the two. I learned that drop shot rig that I made with that orange rod off of deep sea fishing. When I go out of town to Florida and stuff like that, and I go do like charters and stuff, they be having those type of setups that have two hooks and a big old 12-ounce weight. You just drop that down right underneath the boat, and you pull in like not redfish. What the fuck are they called? Beeliners and stuff like that. And ever since I seen that setup, I just be going with. I love that setup. My goal is to catch 2 fish off of that. I have not caught 2 fish at the same time, but I have caught a lot on that pole. That pole got some bodies on it. What messages got blocked? I don't know why they hid this. I guess it was because it was talking about the. What the hell? I didn't try to hide it. Well, I'm sorry, man. My hands are wet, so I guess the message I was trying to unhide, it just instantly hid. But I seen your message and laughed at it. My screen's wet, y'all. It's raining. It's hard to keep my hands dry. Look at that bobber right there. There's another free bobber. What the hell? Hey, I do feel you. That's why I said, man, I want me some waders for Christmas, because that's. Because waders will have me walking in anything. I dead has to be testing the waters for it all. There ain't no wading when you got waders. Watch me walk on water. What you mean? Oh, your boy got the waders. He's on the water. Bro, the piles of dog shit out here. It's crazy. The rain got the dog poop fresh. It's out here muddy, chat. It's out here muddy. Yeah, snappers. Dirty. I don't watch UFC enough. I don't watch UFC enough. Honestly, I don't like Jake Paul. I feel like, yes, a boxer or a UFC fighter or a wrestler, they should always be cocky because they're fighting and it's more entertainment. But sometimes people can be too cocky to be annoying to me, and Jake Paul's kind of annoying. Even Floyd Mayweather's a little annoying to me. Like none of these people are no Muhammad Ali. He was cocky, but he was respectfully cocky. Like he didn't get on my nerves. He wasn't someone that was bragging about it or nothing like that, trying to prove no point. He was just him. These people be bragging too fucking much. So I hope for their downfall always. Rocks Devil, how you doing? Junior, how you doing? That spicy burrito, what's up, brother? Nah, nothing yet. Just a lot of wetness. Water my eyes. Hell yeah, waiters be coming in handy, man. I can't wait to get me a pair. Chris, how you doing? Man, I'm sorry, chat. My screen is fucking wet. I'm seeing half y'all name, and then I got rain in my eyes. At least my left eye got a bunch of rain, and I can fucking feel it. And I just don't even want to touch my face. BK, what's up, brother? How you doing? Said some nice fishing weather there. Honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. The rain just a little excessive, but you know, it's still that cold weather. So looking for fish is kind of toughy right now. Not gonna lie. We've started from that end and walked all the way down, all the way around to where we at now. We've been casting this minnow. Then we got 2 catfish rods out. The catfish rods are on the end over there. I got liver on one catfish rod, and then I got grape chicken and worm on the other catfish rod. Then I got another minnow pole out over there, and then I'm just using a minnow, and I've been walking around, casting this minnow around. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not horrible. The rain just it was hitting harder at a certain point. It's hitting less, but you know I'm standing down on that side where there's no tree cover and the rain is blowing directly on me in the slant. It's fucking hitting me. It's tearing me up for real. But it's been worse. I just better not be shocked when I have a cold later. Be like, why do I have a cold? Oh yeah, I was in the rain for 4 hours. I mean, I'm out here looking for some fish, chat. They in this water. Like I said, there's 16-pound flatheads in here. There's 10-pound channel cat. There's crappie in here. There's bass in here. There's different versions of bluegills, such as green sunfish, longer sunfish. Just you know, different. All the versions of bluegill. Like the fish are in here. But again, I keep trying to say and reiterate, it's winter. It's 50 to 60 outside. Gonna be 60 at its high, and then it's gonna drop down to the 20s later on. But this is the calmest it's been in Louisville, Kentucky in the past 3-4 weeks. The weather has been so mood swinging. Like I said, it's snowed once or twice every week for the last month and a half. At least once or twice. So, you know, I'll take this rain any day, even though I fucking hate a pet peeve of mine is wet hair. But you know what? My hair's not even wet. I've had my hood on the whole time. My hair's not even wet. What you hear in my voice, G? What you hear in my voice? The coldness, the water. Yeah, it's out here. It'd be nice to catch a slab of a crappie. I tell y'all what, chat. If my catfish rods and bells go off right now, and I'm all that cold. If that's what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah, I'll be expecting that later. Cold coming to a person near me. Fucking me. All the way over there is my 2 catfish rods and my other rod. If the bells go off, The Hail Mary that I'd have to run to get over there, the only way I'm going to go over there for sure is if my pole's bending and the bell's going crazy. The fucking bell don't fell in the water, because that's a run, chat. I'm putting all my eggs in this basket right here, this pole right now, and at this point, because we over here. Now, when I get closer, yeah, I'll be back to on that energy, but shoot, here in a minute, we're going to have to head out and go get my daughter from school. So hopefully we get about 10 bites in the next 20 minutes. That'd be nice. But yet, I haven't found any. The closest thing to a fish I found so far today was pulling out a log. The line didn't snap, but we got the log. We got that log in. I didn't even have to use the net. Oh, here comes the hard rain. Woo. Me and Troutline Joe restocked certain ponds. Like, we've restocked this pond with some stuff. We put fish in here. Like I said, that 10-pound channel cat, we put some 8s, we put some 7s. We put some bass in here, we put some bluegills in here. But this pond already had a lot of fish in it. We restocked the pond by my house as well. But then Louisville, Kentucky has this thing called, where they have, it's called like Finn Lake, where it's like something neighborhood lake where they put certain fish in that on certain months and stuff like that. That's one of the ponds that we go. Where we go trout fishing specifically. There's 2 ponds we go for trout fishing, but those ponds also have different things in them. Like, one of the trout ponds we go to, it also has grass carp in it. The other trout pond we go to, it has koi fish in it. But those two ponds, they restock with catfish, crappie, trout, and bass. And it's like neighborhood ponds where they restock them themselves and they keep them up, they upkeep them and stuff. They have people come around and clean them up and keep the area clean and stuff. And there's rules to it, like you can't use cast nets and stuff. Certain things at those different ponds. They're called Finn Lake ponds or Finn ponds or something like that. I know it's FIN pond, but I don't, Other than that, we restock our certain ponds ourselves that we find is necessary to restock. Me and Troutline Joe ourselves, but there is ponds that get stocked in Louisville, Kentucky for sure. Then they also have pay lakes. They restock those, but they only restock those with catfish and crawfish. They don't put bluegills or anything in them. But pay lakes are kind of iffy. We rarely go to those. Like, this whole year, I went to a pay lake. Get off. Oh my gosh. This whole year, we went to a pay lake one time. Pay lakes are not a... Fuck. I knew. Pay lakes are not our cup of tea. Well, come out the water then. We hate pay lakes. If we go to a pay lake, we taking the fish out of there and bringing them to this pond. We actually did. We did a thing on it when we reached the goal limit. I think it was like when we reached 2,000 subscribers. Me, Troutline Joe, and my boy Hunter's FNF. We went to a pay lake and we caught like 8 channel cat and we pulled them out and we brought them here. We brought them here. But like I said, this pond already got a lot of stuff in here. Got some great size crappie here. Got some great size bass here. My boy put out a one. I don't know if it was like a 112 or a 110 crappie out of here. We pulled out some bass out of there, some nice sizes. Like I'm pretty sure I got my PB bass in here. Which our PB bass, our only bass sizes is like 2 pounds. No, we haven't reached 3 pounds on our bass. We got more weight on catfish. The classic stickfish. Facts. Is it a state regulation to restock? Not that I know of, brother. I just know that they do at certain ponds, certain spots, and certain locations. We just restock ourselves. I mean, no game warden ever came up to us or said anything about it. We ain't putting nothing crazy in here. Like, I'm not gonna catch a carp in my pond and bring it and put it in here. I don't think there's carp in here. That's why. But there is carp in my pond, the pond by my house. But I haven't encountered no one. I've only encountered a game warden. I've been fishing for 4 years. I only encountered a game warden one time out of the 4 years, and that was on the Ohio River. He drove off the boat dock, drove past me, came back, and pulled up on me, and I pulled out a wiper. I pulled out a wiper in front of him. It was funny. Well, I mean, my license. Like, I got my license now. I'm probably gonna renew it here soon. I'm gonna go for the 3 years though. $50 for 3 years. I'd rather do that than spend $25 for a year. Do you course? What do you mean? Bentley? I'm sorry, my screen is wet, so it's hard to see everybody's name. I hope it's what it is. No, I think the state restocks it, if that's what you're asking. I think the state restocks it. Like, they have scheduled state restocks on the website and stuff like that, and they just come through and do it. I don't think the community do it. Bro, you can ask any question you want. If I have an answer to it, I'm gonna give it to you. I don't have no problem answering any question. You don't gotta feel like a newbie or anything like that. Shit, fishing does make you feel new, because every time you fish, you learn something new. You talk about something new. You meet new people. Everybody's state is different. It is literally ice here. I was like, what is this shit? This is ice from the other day. Like I said, it was literally frozen like a day ago. Yeah, fishing's new. Fishing is new. You new in fishing every time you try to fish. Might try a new rig, might try a new bait, might try a new setup, might try a new bait tackle shop. And everywhere is different. Like, you can't fish with corn in some states. You can't fish with goldfish in some states. You can't fish with this in some states. We don't have a pole limit in Louisville, Kentucky, so we can fish with as many poles as we want. I can have 25 poles out here if I want to. I was at first fishing with nine poles. Now I've just been fishing with 4 or 5. You can't fish with bluegill in the Ohio River, but you can fish with bluegill anywhere else. I dead ass be still fishing with bluegill in the Ohio River. I don't give a damn. But you know, there is a lot of rules to fishing and a lot of learning. You question. It's always good to ask a question. I'd rather know than not know and find out the hard way. Said you're so clueless when it comes to freshwater. Shit, everywhere got a rule. Sure, saltwater got a lot of rules too, so I definitely get you, man. Like I said, every state's different. You can't use a casting net in some states. I said that's fucking wild. You can only catch an amount of fish in some states. Now, if you ask me a question like that, like how many fish are you allowed to take at a certain spot, shit, I wouldn't know that answer. I do know with these fin lakes, they do have a fish limit. Like, you can only take a certain amount of trout. You can only take like 5 trout and stuff like that. But a place like this, shit, I'm gonna take as many fish as I want if ain't nobody paying attention. Now, we don't have fun killing fish. We don't kill fish for fun. If the only fish you're gonna see us kill or use would be like a bluegill, or maybe a bullhead, or like a creek chub or something, and it's not us laughing and giggling and saying, "Yeah, let's kill this fish for fun." Now, we're killing it to use it as cut bait or something like that. We're gonna get use out of all the fish. We're not gonna waste them. We're not gonna play with them. We don't kill fish for fun. That's why I said I can never do a catch and cook on a bass, because in my eyes, I catch a bass, I'm gonna want to throw that thing back in the water and let him get bigger and catch him again. I can only fish with 3 rods, man. That's what it's like. And technically, that's what it's like when I go to Panama. But I do a lot of pier fishing when I go to like Panama, Florida. Damn. See, I didn't get that luxury. I actually taught myself how to fish. I didn't have like no grandparent or no dad or no one that taught me how to fish. And I do have those things. I do have a dad. I do have a grandparent, and grandparents, and they were in my life and stuff like that. But they weren't fishermen. They weren't hunters or nothing like that. I just had an opportunity with some stuff, and I YouTube how to set up. I set it up and I fished and I caught my first bluegill, and then I was hooked ever since. That's why I said I've been fishing for 4 years. I'm only 30. I turned 31 in February. My boy Charlon Joe, he's 28. A 25 panfish limit. I feel that. I can see that. I mean, taking 26 just seems a little excessive. Amara, how you doing? Rudolph, how you doing, brother? Nice, a crappie. A rememberable moment for sure. That's a pretty ass fish. People be getting mad when we catch crappie and we put them back in the water. Be like, why the fuck you ain't cook it up? Because I don't kill fish for fun, man. If I'm gonna cook a fish, I need to know that I'm gonna make that motherfucker to perfection. Anthony, how you doing, brother? Nice. Crappie life. What what bait was y'all using? If you can remember, dude, was y'all using crappie jigs or was y'all using actual minnows? What was y'all using? We usually catch like our trout, our crappie, and our bass with minnows. Now, have we caught bass with other things? Yeah, rooster tails and all. But usually, minnows is my go-to. Minnows is my favorite bait because there's just so many things you can catch. A minnow can catch as much as a worm. My favorite fish to catch is carp because, like I said, that's a fish that's always gonna fight you all the way from you catch hooking onto it till you get it on the shore till you even picking it up. That shit is gonna fight you. I pulled in bass and catfish that were big as fuck, and they were tired and they weren't doing nothing but sitting there playing dead. Pinky jigs, man, I need to try those. Oh, you can cook fish too? Hell yeah. Fishing while live is fire. Hell yeah, Anthony, man. We tend to do that a lot. It's me. I'm Hook Setter Ron, and then my boy Charline Joe. He's the other person on the channel. So you're gonna see videos and shorts of all of us. Me and him, we be doing a lot of fishing. We were 4 or 5 times a week with fish, but I lost my vehicle, so I've slowed down on my pace. But my boy Charline Joe still fishes, and I always do a Sunday night stream. My boy always does a Tuesday IRL stream where he streams from work and he's hyping. He tells you a little bit about fish on entertainment, talks about it, gets to know y'all and stuff like that. And any other day it's free game. We could be fishing. We really fish a lot more on the weekends, but we try to fish throughout the weekdays too. We're nighttime workers. Yeah, the seasonal fish. That's gonna be tough for me when I'm trying to do some saltwater fish. I'm gonna have to learn it. They need to. I was thinking, man, it would be smart, or someone would make a lot of money if they made an app that had all the state information on where you can fish and the regulations. That would be so smart for anybody to do. Like, if someone was to create that app, they would make a lot of fucking money off that because everybody would use it. Because you come into a new spot or new state and you fish, you don't know all the regulations, you don't know all the rules. I don't know if they got that on FishBrain. That's the app I use. It's like a fish Instagram where you post your fish. It keeps all the records of your fish and stuff like that. It tells you where waters are and what waters you can and can't fish. But I don't know how the regulation works on what it tells you with the baits and all of that, what you can't use and pull them and everything. That would be great. They need an app like that. You fish for steelhead? Man, what a fucking fight. Is that your favorite fish to catch? Hey, then what's up, man? How you doing? Man, you catching some good ass fish, some salmon, man. You a freshwater fisherman for sure. Why you don't eat them? You don't like them? Why you don't like eating? You don't like catfish? Yeah, Aiden, how you doing, man? Appreciate you popping in and chilling with us, brother. I'm excited to ride my boy Troutline Joe. You'll see him. You'll see him. If I ain't live, he live. One of us alive for sure. We're using minnows right now. We got 2 catfish rods out further at the end, down there on the yonder end, and a minnow pole out there as well next to that. um, what time is it? 3:58. I got about 15 more minutes. Well, really, I got like 10 more minutes, chat. I gotta actually head and go get my daughter from school. So hopefully in this 10 minutes, we get 12 minutes, we catch 10, 12 fish. Like I said, I've walked all around her. I haven't really seen no bites. In my head, They all sit in the middle. So next time I step out fishing, since it's cold and it's not frozen, I'm going yakking. I'm going kayaking. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting my kayak on the car because I want all the opportunity I can get. And yeah, you can say you can get all the opportunity walking around, but nothing's gonna give you more of an opportunity than being right on top of the water. It probably wouldn't have been good to kayak today though while it's raining. Shit, I would have been pissed in the kayak in the rain. I would have been pissed. I mean, I'm already wet, but it would have been a different type of wet being in a kayak. What's your PB? It depends on your fish, the fish you're talking about. My channel cat PB is 10 pounds. My Asian carp PB is 12 pounds. My carp PB is like 6 pounds. My I do freshwater and saltwater fishing. So I do saltwater fishing 4 or 5 times a year. I go out of town. I go to like Panama and Miami and different parts of Florida and go fishing. So I caught a shark this year. I had two goals of a fish I wanted to catch this year. I wanted to catch a gar and I wanted to catch a shark. I caught the shark. I have not caught the gar. I need to go to the river a few more times. Really why I'm trying to catch some walleye and sauger because I haven't caught those yet. There's still fish I haven't caught, but there's a lot of fish I have caught. So the Bible says not to eat them. I get it. I just said my PBs. I asked specifically what fish, but then I said my channel cat's 10, 10 4. My Asian carp's 12 pounds. My carp is my common carp is 6 pounds. My bass is my bass is like um 212. I don't have a crappie PB. I haven't weighed no crappie worth it. If I catch a fish and it's not worth me scaling it, I'm not gonna scale it. But I've caught those. I've caught crappie. I've caught trout. I never weighed a trout. That's a regret. It's still trout weather though, so we can still go trout fishing. We just got to go to those spots. Oh, okay. See, I've seen some stuff like that, but I'm not about to sit here and read through a whole fishing book to get all the gist of it. I feel like if they made an app, it would be so much easier. Really, with how technology is nowadays. No, mate. A sturgeon, man. You gotta check out my boy Paul Wolferin. He's a sturgeon collector, bro. He be collecting them. He's a great streamer, man. I hope y'all go stop by and check him out. A 15-pound carp. Whoa. What you catch it on? I usually catch my carp on corn. Definitely a fucking fight. Sturgeon and a carp, both of them. Hmm. Your biggest flathead is 50 pounds. I haven't caught a flathead yet. My boy Charlon Joe caught one. He caught a 16.1 channel flathead. A channel flathead is crazy. He caught a flathead. He actually caught it here at 16.1. I was gonna say, what type of trout is that? A steelhead trout? Shit, you must be where all the trouts at. Really, what I see here, trout wise, is rainbow trout. If I wanted to like catch any other type of brand of trout, I would have to travel about 45 to an hour out. Boilies, man, I gotta give them a try, man. I have not used those yet. I tried them, I didn't try. I've tried some other type of boilies. I've tried tiger nuts. Oh, okay, okay. A small pamphlet. That's a little more helpful. say y'all want to see a dead body? This boy right here, he's a dead body because he ain't moving. I'm a I'm gonna walk him through here and cast a few times over here before I walk back because my bucket oddly all the way over there between them two trees. I don't know when I set it down, but I guess that's when I set it down, when I was all the way over there. Cause I ain't if I walk back over there and get that bucket, man, I wish I would fucking brought it with me. I'm honestly about to go get that bucket, chat. I don't want to walk back through this way to walk all the way to my post. I would rather just walk the way I'm already at because it's just gonna be easier, less of a less of a chance of falling. Also, I need to start getting near my catfish rods. With these ice bits, with this ice still sitting on the end right here, all this ice. Yeah, yep. My best bet would have been casting directly in the middle. But the problem with casting in the middle, first off, I need to put more weight on there if I want to get all the way out in the middle. Second off, what is that, a bottle? Somebody got a freaking, no one got a bottle trap out here, right? I don't know, they might. That bottle was doing some weird moving. It looked like it took off for a minute. What was I saying? Second off, like I said, I would rather have had my kayak and just been able to go out through the middle. And you never know, I might reel in one of these catfish rods here in a second, and a fish be on it. Sometimes fish eat the bait and they just sit down there and don't move. I'm calling some fish in some crazy ways. I was fishing for catfish, crappie, and bass. But it's been pretty chill. I was using chicken liver, chicken, worms, and minnows. But nothing yet. We pretty much ready to wrap up. I'm about to go get my daughter from school. Soldier boy, what up, brother? Always good to see you, my guy. We're pretty much on a crunch time now, chat. We've been out here for a while. We've casted damn near all around all the sides. Really got no excitement out of it. We pulled in a few trees, pulled in a few logs, but the minnow always came back. Like I said, due to the ice, it's still been winter time. That thing where they say fish sit in the bottom, it's still highly likely they sit in the bottom, probably in the middle, because the sides somewhere got ice on them. And it's unlikely to cast as much as I've casted out in this pond and not get some nibbles or some attention. Even a bluegill would have ate one of my minnows if he'd seen it. How you doing, soldier boy? Don't make you ain't never lied. That was my whistle, chat. That was my to-go whistle. Oh my god, what the fuck? My hands are like actually kind of cold. Oh my goodness. The feeling in my hands is not really there. Okay. My hands are not cold to me, to my, to I guess to my brain, but they cold to themselves. These motherfuckers is not. Okay. Make this easy for both of us. It looks like it actually moved. worm and chicken still on here. Hopefully this liver's gone. The liver feels gone. Liver's gone. 100%. But he's still here alive. Shit, he out survived the other 3 minnows that 3 or 4 minnows I put on my hook. Always clean up your trash, chat. We're not dirty fishermen here. Hi, Life, how you doing? Josh, how you doing, brother? All right, chat. Your boy's about to get out of here. He gotta go get his daughter from school. Thank y'all for tuning in and vibing and chilling with me. We didn't catch none today. I ain't gonna cry about it. I got some shit I gotta do this weekend, and I know I'm gonna get back out and fish again. So, you people keep being amazing. Hopefully, see you again real soon. If y'all don't see me, my face, y'all gonna see my boy Trylon Joe. Either way, thank y'all for being here and tuning in with us. G fucking G's, you guys. And forever and always, you guys, remember, fish on, because y'all are amazing. Y'all have a great rest of y'all freaking Thursday. We'll see y'all again on Friday or Saturday for sure. Peace.